Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are in the world. I'm here live in London doing our nighttime devotion from the devotional conflict and courage. Bad hair day. The title today, John and Judas, a contrast. 1 John 2 verse 6, he that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked. In the life of the disciple John, true sanctification is exemplified. During the years of his close association with Christ, he was often warned and cautioned by the Saviour, and these reproofs he accepted. As the character of the Divine One was manifested to him, John saw his own deficiencies and was humbled by the revelation. The power and tenderness, the majesty and the meekness, the strength and the patience that he saw in the daily life of the Son of God filled his soul with admiration. He yielded his resentful, ambitious temper to the molding power of the Christ, and divine love wrought in him a transformation of character. In striking contrast to the sanctification worked out in the life of John is the experience of his fellow disciple, Judas. John warred earnestly against his faults, but Judas violated his conscience and yielded to temptation, fastening upon himself more securely his habits of evil. John and Judas are representatives of those who profess to be Christ's followers. Both these disciples had the same opportunities to study and follow the divine pattern. Both were closely associated with Jesus and were privileged to listen to his teaching. Each possessed serious defects of character, and each had access to the divine grace that transforms character. But while one in humility was learning of Jesus, the other revealed that he was not a doer of the word, but a hearer only. One daily dying to self and overcoming sin was sanctified through the truth. The other, resisting the transforming power of grace and indulging selfish desires, was brought into bondage to Satan. Such transformation of character as is seen in the life of John is ever the result of communion with the Christ. There may be marked defects in the character of an individual, yet when he becomes a true disciple of the Christ, the power of divine grace transforms and sanctifies him. Beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, he's changed from glory to glory until he is like him whom he adores. John and Judas, a contrast. So it's interesting. I like it where it says, um, we who are disciples of Jesus. I'm trying to find the exact place. I can't find it now. We who are disciples of Jesus are either going to be like John or Judas. Yes, we follow Jesus. Yes, we listen, we hear. But what do we do with that? John warred against himself and changed, and was changed by his grace. Judas warred against change and lived in his sin. As it said, John warred against his faults, whereas Judas violated his conscience and yielded to temptation. Both the disciples had the same opportunities to learn and to follow the divine pattern. Both very closely associated with Jesus. And yet one followed Jesus near enough to the T, and the other could not be. Only by communion with the Christ can we expect to be changed unto like him. As the Bible does say, by beholding, we become changed. The more we associate, study, read about Jesus, about the life we should be living, the more we will change. And we will want to change. That's most important. We have to have that conviction within us to want to change, and that's what gives us the strength to change. God bless you.